So what do we have here? Yes, we've got what looks to be a Famicom control pad with a screen. Yes, this is another clone from China, but one which is actually well built. And in fact, you can tell they're proud of it because they've tried to knock it off as being a Japanese product when it's not. And they're very naughty by what they've written up here in Japanese. It says Nintendo Classics Mini. Yeah, I don't think it is. Family Pocket. It's a game system, isn't it, in a controller. As you can see down here, it's got built-in games and it also comes with other stuff as well. So if you want to read that, you can do at your own leisure. On the side, you can see it's got some specs which can be checked off. And on the back, we've got a pretty comprehensible guide of what all the buttons do. And yes, you can plug it into your TV. So what do you get in the box? Well, let's take a look. Instruction manual is basically just this sheet of paper. It's in colour and it's printed on fairly nice glossy paper. And since this is presented in 4K, hopefully you'll be able to read that. If the light's not glaring on it, that is. And on the other side, we've actually got a registration card. Somehow I don't think that's going to be of much use. Also in the box we have the AV cable. Nothing special there. We've got a USB cable which can be used to send data to it and charge it. And of course we've got the USB brick to plug it into the wall. Or you can just charge it from plugging into your computer. And we also get this lovely suede carrying case, which is actually pretty high quality. It's very well made. Feels really nice actually. And we get a game cartridge. Yes. Now this game cartridge is not something that you really want, but you know, it's included anyway. And before anyone says it's not a real game cartridge, it's just pins, it is actually a real game cartridge. There is data on this. And of course we have the machine itself, and here it is. Isn't that a thing of beauty? It is really well made. We've got this lovely sleek fake metal finish. It's actually plastic, but it looks metal. And we have lovely controls here on the D-pad. Got nice clicky buttons. Listen to this. Lovely. B and A buttons, and we've got rapid fire versions of those buttons as well. Along the top we got shoulder buttons here. Right trigger and left trigger. They don't seem to do anything though. And on the bottom we have a TV out jack and the power input jack. Over this side, nothing as you can see. And this side, we have the on and off switch and the volume control. The speaker is just here. Now let's move all this stuff out the way and switch this little machine on. Here we go. Here you go. As you can see, upon switching it on, you get a menu to choose between Chinese or English language. We'll select English. And as you can see, we've got a lot of games, 508 games, and believe it or not, it does actually have all these games on here. Surprisingly. So let's start off with a game that everybody knows, Super Mario 3. It's been hacked to take away the Nintendo copyright screen, of course. But as you can see, up close, the screen quality is actually pretty good. I mean, one way it gets washed out, but the other way, not so bad. It's a pretty good screen, to be honest. Okay, let's just start up the game. Oh. And we got the volume control on the side here. How do I start the game? Oh, here we go. Yep, I'm useless at it. Okay, so Nintendo people out there, tell me if the sound's good, because I have no idea. Sounds good to me. Okay, playing this upside down is certainly not something that's going to work very well. Okay, now about that cartridge that came with it, where does it go? Because there's no cartridge port on the machine. Well, you see here there's a little arrow, and what we do is we lift up the back like this, and we can put our little cartridge face down into this slot here. Okay, and also while we got the back off, you'll notice there's a lithium ion battery here. If you don't want to use that, you can use 3 AAA batteries to charge this machine or power this machine. The lithium ion battery that comes with it is a 700 milliamp battery. Now I've had this going for a few hours and I've not drained the power yet, so it seems to have pretty good battery life. And there's a speaker down there just in case you're wondering. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's connect this up to the video capture card and let's check out some of the games and the emulation quality on this machine. But I can tell you one thing, the build quality of it is really good. It's very solid. Okay, let's connect it to the video capture card. So let's start off by taking a look at the 508 games in one. Now I can tell you that there are actually 508 individual games. None of them are duplicates, which is saying something for this type of machine, and they're all built in. And we've got quite a lot of favorites on here as well. We've got your Donkey Kongs, you've got Mario, you've got classics such as Rolling Thunder, Galaxican, Galaga. We've got some shooters as well, we've got Gradius in there. In fact, there's quite a lot of quality games built into this machine. Unfortunately, there's no Zelda and no Metroid. Now the reason for that is probably because you cannot save your game progress on this machine. So games that use battery backup are not included. So anyway, I'm going to shut up for a minute and let you take a look at a quick montage of some of the games that are on this machine. And by the way, the video isn't too bad considering it's composite video, but there is a little bit of a buzz on the audio sometimes, depending on how I was holding the machine. It seems the connection between the cable and the actual machine is not as solid as I'd like it, but at least the picture stays pretty clear. Okay, we're taking a look at some of the games built into this machine, only a small fraction of them, but let's take a look at some of the games on the cartridge that came with it. Now straight away I can tell you that none of the games on this cartridge are official. They're either some really cheap homebrew game or a hack of an existing game, and a very bad hack. I just gotta show you this Sonic hack. It's unbelievably hilarious what they've done to the snails. Just look at it. It's a guy, fisting the air. Unbelievable. So there we have the Nintendo Classics Mini Family Pocket. Is it a game console worth owning? Well, I certainly think so. As I said at the beginning of the video, it's well built. I mean, this thing is rugged. The buttons are really responsive. It's got a nice feel in the hands. I certainly cannot complain about this. But how much was it? Well, the price seems to fluctuate. So I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description to where I bought it, and you can check out the price there. But for now, this is a Chinese knockoff that's actually worth buying. Good stuff.